What's up, everyone? I'm Vinny Paracelli. We've got the biggest show of the year coming up as we preview the 2023 Robertson Cup playoffs. Let's not waste any time. We got a lot of matchups to preview, so let's get it going. We start in the Central Division with a 1-4 matchup between Austin and Minot. In 12 regular season meetings, the Bruins won 8 of the 12 matchups. Minot won 3 of the final 4 over the last 2 weekends, so they may have some confidence going into this one. Minot is also the hotter team right now, winning 7 of their last 10, while the Bruins have only won 3 in that same span. Both teams are in the middle of the pack offensively as Austin ranks 11th with Minot 16th. Austin does have the edge defensively as the Bruins give up just 2.52 goals per game compared to Minot's 3.15. Both teams are average on special teams as you can see. Minot with the slight edge in the power play, Austin better killing off penalties. The Bruins are led by Gavin Morris, who had 61 points in the regular season. Walter Zacher is the one who puts the puck in the net the most as he had 32 tallies on the season. NAHL veteran Hunter Longy is brought over during the offseason for offensive purposes, and that's exactly what he's done, registering 22 goals and 71 points. Jace Lapinto was a scoring machine as well. He led the Minotauros with 34 goals. Trent Weimking has taken over the crease in Austin in 30 starts. He has an 18-6-5 record with a 207 goals against average, which ranks 5th in the league, and a 917 save percentage with 3 shutouts. For Minot, we're expecting to see Noah Ruprecht in goal as he's been red hot for the Toros down the stretch. He's won his last 5 starts, allowing just 7 goals in those games. In the 2-3 matchup at St. Cloud and Aberdeen, the Wings swept the season series, winning all 8 games against the Norsemen. The Wings swept back-to-back weekends against St. Cloud to not only get into the postseason but claim home ice advantage as well. Both teams obviously going in different directions as we enter the playoffs. Similar to the other Central Division series, we don't expect to see the scoreboard lit up too much as the Wings and Norsemen are below average offensively. They both rank in the middle of the pack defensively as well. On the special teams front, St. Cloud does have the advantage. They rank 14th with the man advantage, while Aberdeen is 23rd. Then on the kill, the Norsemen are 2nd in the league, killing off 87.5% of their penalties. Aberdeen ranks 13th. Nikolai Tishkevich is the leading scorer for Aberdeen with 43 points. He's also the only Wings player to reach the 20-goal plateau. The Wings get it done with help from everyone, as 9 players have over 25 points on the year. On the other side for the Norsemen, it's the big 3, Cade Peterson with 50 points, Blake Perbix with 49, and Andrew Clark with 46. You can even throw defenseman Broughton Sabo and his 41 points in the mix as well. In between the pipes will be most likely Cole Moore and Ethan Dolmier going head-to-head. Moore has appeared in 46 games, logging 24, 16-6 record to go with 258 goals against and a 919 save percentage and 3 shutouts. Dalmier is 13-11-2 on the season, rocking a 235 and 916 and 3 shutouts. We could also possibly see Thomas Bolo in action. He did lead the Norsemen to the Robertson Cup semifinals a year ago. We head to the East Division for Maryland and Northeast. Despite being the lower seed, the Generals won the head-to-head series with the Black Bears 5-3. However, the Generals did close out the regular season going 4-6, getting swept by Danbury in their last action a few weeks ago. Maryland is 8-1-1 the last 10 games and seems to be clicking at the right time. The Black Bears have one of the most high-octane offenses in the league, scoring just over 3.5 goals per game. They are also really good at keeping the puck out of the net as they rank 4th in goals against per game. Northeast can score too, a top 10 club in their own right, but defensively they rank 22nd and will need to shore that up if they want to keep up with the Black Bears. Maryland is also a top 6 club with the man advantage, while Northeast stays just outside the bottom third of the league. Maryland also has the edge in the penalty kill. We talked about it all year long, but this Black Bears team is deep. 15 players with 25 points or more, led by Christian Catalano, has 30 goals and 57 points. Captain Brad McNeil has 17 and 55 of his own. Before you got 4 more players with 40 points, including defenseman Sean Kilcullen and Luke Van Wy. The Generals do boast the league's leading scorer in David Andrzejczuk. His 75 points led the league. You've also got Paul Minahan with 26 goals and 66 points. And then don't forget about NAHL veteran Jake LaRusso, who had 30 goals and 57 points. Despite having 2 great goalies, we're expecting to see Maryland go William Hackinson. He appeared in 40 games, going 26-8-4 with a 218 goals against, a 912 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. For the Gens, it will be either Toby Hopp or Cullen DeYoung, both players with save percentages in the 910s. On the other side of the East bracket, we've got the defending champion New Jersey Titans hosting Maine this weekend. The Titans took 5 of the 8 meetings this season, but losing just one of those games in regulation. New Jersey once again boasts one of the league's best offenses, ranking 3rd in the league, but Maine is right there at number 6. New Jersey may have the edge defensively, giving up just 2.78 goals per game, while Maine ranks 20th, giving up 3.13. Words of advice this series: stay out of the box. The Nordiques have the 3rd best power play in the NHL at 26.1%, but the Titans are right there too at 24.9%. Both teams can score already at 5-on-5. and are even more dangerous when you give them an extra man. Jersey on the PK is 4th best at 86%. Maine, however, has the worst penalty kill of teams that have qualified for the Robertson Cup at 75.1%. The Titans are led by Michael Young and his 60 points. Levente Carestis is also back looking for his second ring. He had 52 points. In mid-season acquisition, Dominic Bartechko also notched 52 points this season. Brendan Gibbons leads the way for Maine with 58 points in 60 games. Henrik Hallberg was the team's leading goal scorer with 21. 9 players with double-digit goals this season for the Nordiques. And then in goal, Zachary Bryce has emerged as the top guy for the Titans in between the pipes. He went 25, 8-3 with a 2.29 and a 9.21. He also logged 3 shutouts. It's likely that we'll see Kel DePape in net. For Maine, he comes in with the goals against 254 and a save percentage of 916. We move on to the Battle of Wisconsin as the Wendigo take on the Steel. In 8 head-to-head meetings, the Wendigo took home 6 wins. This might be one of the more intriguing series that we see in the first round. Wisconsin is 4th offensively and 6th defensively. Chippewa is 12th and 11th respectively. Special team-wise, the penalty kills for both teams are better than their power play units. But I think this one's going to come down to goaltending. For Wisconsin, it's either Gavin Moffett or Maxwell Beckford. They're both top 5 in save percentage, but it's Moffett that leads the league with a .938 save percentage. His goals against average is 2, and he had 5 shutouts. On the other end, it's Adam Gajan. He was just ranked 6th on NHL Central Scouting's rankings for North American goaltenders. His .917 save percentage is tied for 14th in the league. He's got a goals against of .257 and a shutout. Either one of these goalies can single-handedly win the series for their team. 4 guys in the Wendigo have over 40 points. Victor Widland leads the way with 17 goals and 48 points. Luke Lewandowski is the leading scorer with 23 goals. The Steel are led by Sam Rice. He led the Steel with 28 goals and 58 points. Cade Nielsen is right there as well with 27 goals and 56 points. Then we've got the series with our only Alaskan team. Kenai River will go up against the Minnesota Wilderness in round 1. They played each other 5 times, with Minnesota winning 4 of the 5 meetings. These two teams are both in the bottom half of putting the puck in the net, as Kenai is 19th and Minnesota is 20th. The Wilderness, however, are much better in their own end, allowing just 2.43 goals per game, 5th best in the NAHL, while Kenai River ranks 19th. Minnesota also has the edge with the man advantage. They rank 4th in the league, scoring 25.4% of the time. Kenai is 13th. Both teams are below average on the kill, and if there's one guy Kenai has to stop if they want to win the series, his name is Kevin Marks Noren. The Swedish forward leads the team with 34 goals and 60 points, 14 of those tallies coming on the power play. Just to put it in perspective, the next closest player has 38 total points for Minnesota. He is a large part of the offense for the Wilderness. For the Brown Bears, Garrett Drotz is the leading scorer with 27 goals and 53 points. Ryan Finch and Bryce Monrian each have over 40 points this season as well. Isaac Posh will lead the Wilderness in the blue paint. He went 25, 13, and 6 this year with a 212 goals against, a .926 save percentage, and 4 shutouts. His counterpart will be Nils Wallstrom. The Kenai netminder saw the ice 46 times this year, went 26, 16, and 3, and had a .289, a .919, and 4 shutouts of his own. Finally, we get to the absolute dogfight that will be the South Division playoffs, and if you were to rank every team in the NAHL by points, 5 of the top 10 teams would have come from the South, and one of those teams didn't even make the playoffs. That being said, it is number 1 overall seed Oklahoma taking on the white-hot Amarillo Wranglers. They met 8 times this season. The Warriors took 6 of the 8 meetings, but that means nothing right now. Amarillo is far and away the hottest team in the league coming to the postseason. They've won 9 in a row, and they had to win them all in order to qualify for the playoffs. Now they go up against the top team in the league, who have been on cruise control for some time now. The league's number 1 offense and number 3 defense will have to turn it on if they want to bring home their first Robertson Cup. Amarillo is average offensively, ranking 14th. They are a bit better in their own zone, ranking 8th in the league. Both teams are in the top third of the league when it comes to the power play, while Oklahoma has the league's best PK units. Amarillo not far behind them, ranking 6th. The Warriors have 15 players with at least 20 points, including 5 defensemen. Joey Del Greco leads the way with 69 points. Drew Sutton had the most goals with 24. He also ranked 2nd in points with 64. Oklahoma also had 5 players reach the 20 goal mark this year. For Amarillo, Chase Davis and Pierce Patterson were tied for the team lead in points with 57. 2 of their top 4 scorers are on the blue line, while 9 players had double-digit goals this past year. In net, the Warriors will be going with Daniel Duras. He went 25, 10, and 1 in the regular season, sporting a goals against average of .225 to go with a .911 save percentage and 5 shutouts. For Amarillo, we could see Luka Gans or Carter Clafton. Gans has the better record, but Clafton has the better numbers. We'll see tonight who they put in between the pipes. Finally, we renew one of the best rivalries in the NAHL as the Lone Star Brahmas and Shreveport Mudbugs once again go head-to-head in the postseason. Last year was Lone Star beating the Bugs in 4 games. Shreveport won in 2019 in a 5-game classic, which ended in a triple OT thriller. Shreveport also won the South Division Finals over Lone Star in 2018 en route to winning their first Robertson Cup, so the stage is set again for another classic battle. The Mudbugs won the season series 5-3, and they do have statistically the better offense as they rank 13th in the NAHL, while Lone Star is 25th, the worst among teams making the playoffs. But sometimes a good offense is having a great defense, which both of these teams have. Lone Star is first in goals against at 2.10 per game. Shreveport is second at 2.25. This should be old school rock'em sock'em playoff hockey with the over-under for total goals set at 15.5. Neither team is great on the power play, but they are both in the top 7 of the penalty kill. We'll have to see which special teams unit can come through in the big moments. Top scorer for the Brahmas is Ryan Komashok. His 33 points lead the team. Mason Mara is the other Brahmas forward to reach the 30-point mark. Jacob Karpa from the Blue Line also has 30 points. Dylan Wild is the team's leading goal scorer with 17. For Shreveport, Drake Morris is the team's leader in goals and points with 23 and 51 respectively. Logan Hero is the top assist guy with 30 helpers. Longtime Mudbug Garrett Steele also had 20 goals in his final NAHL season. In between the pipes, the league's top 3 goalies in goals against average are in this series. Lone Star's Arthur Smith leads the league with a 1.59 GAA. His teammate William Graham is at 1.99. Smith has 7 shutouts and a save percentage of .928. Graham has 2 donuts and a .919 save percentage. We'll see who Coach Dan Wildfong rolls with in this one. For Shreveport, it's Simon Buchler. He is second in GAA at 1.92. He's got a save percentage of .922 and is second in shutouts with 6. They say defense wins championships, and the 2 best in the league are going head-to-head in round 1. You can watch all Robertson Cup playoff action on Hockey TV. Follow the North American Hockey League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for the latest content. Keep track of all the scores on NHL.com or the NAHL app. That's going to do it for us here on this edition of Today in the NA. Until next time, enjoy the Robertson Cup playoffs.